Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. This is my bi-weekly rant. This is airing live immediately before my live chat, which is a service I offer for my online subscribers. Every Monday and every Wednesday night, we do a 1 hour long Q&A session where people log into the chat room from all over the world, literally, and I answer to the best of my ability their questions concerning holistic health. Such a very necessary service here because people all around the world are suffering needlessly simply because conventional medical doctors have taken the wrong dog to the hunt. Conventional medical doctors are trained in an old-fashioned, outdated therapeutic, which is inconsistent with the reality of the human experience. But because they've been in complete, utter, and total control over the development and the delivery of medicine for the last 100 years, we have gotten used to their mediocrity. About a half an hour ago, I was watching TV, watching the Weather Channel, see what the deal was with the hurricanes. How about that? Too many Category 5 hurricanes in one season to make me sleep soundly at night. But nonetheless, saw a commercial for Lyrica, right, which is a drug that the pharmaceutical industry has rolled out and is now hoping to increase sales, not by convincing doctors of the effectiveness of the treatment or doing appropriate, objective research, but by direct-to-consumer advertising. So now people, who don't even know what quantum physics is, don't even know, couldn't explain the difference between a molecule and an atom, certainly couldn't tell you the difference between an ion and a non-ion. These people are now telling the doctors what they need. And this is what happens inside of a monopoly. But nonetheless, it struck me as curious that at the very beginning of the commercial, it said Lyrica is used to treat fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia, I'm paraphrasing here, is thought to be caused by overactive nerves. Some of the side effects of Lyrica include suicidal thought. Number one, let's just assume that they're correct, that fibromyalgia is caused by overactive nerves. What constitutes an overactive nerve, and what made the nerve overactive in the first place? Wouldn't that be a reasonable place, a logical place for a physician, a researcher to investigate? Well, we've got overactive nerves. How did that happen? Was it because of the chicken dinner that I ate last night? Was it because the moon was in the 7th house? What was the reason for the overactive nerves? Because cause and effect is the mainstay of our physical reality. But no. The medical doctors, the researchers, the people in charge of multi-million-dollar research efforts here don't consider the question. Oh, it's caused by overactive nerves. That's just great. Nobody has any idea, number one, if that's true, and number two, if it is true, why is the nerve overactive in the first place? And so what is the result of this old-fashioned way of thinking? This a Machiavellian way of thinking. The ends justify the means. Well, it's the development of very expensive synthetic pharmaceutical drugs, the intention of which is not to cure the problem, but to manage the problem. And when you are managing the problem, when you are forcing the biochemistry in a particular direction, when you are orchestrating a hostile takeover of the biochemistry of the body because the medical doctor thinks that's a good thing to do. Oh, it's overactive nerves. We have no idea what causes the overactive nerves. It must be genetic. But don't worry, we've developed a drug that's going to cut that off at the knees. And oh, by the way, yeah, you might kill yourself. You might shoot yourself in the head as a result. But nobody's perfect. Unintended consequences. That's how science marches forward. Baloney. It's an old-fashioned, outdated, ridiculous view. Now, Interestingly enough, speaking about fibromyalgia, the veterinarian community has cured fibromyalgia for about 40, 50 years now. When was the last time you heard about cattle ranchers having sheep or cows or their animals, their livestock, suffering from fibromyalgia? When was the last time you heard that? They're mammals just like we are. When was the last time monkeys in the zoo got fibromyalgia? What, have any idea? Yeah, because it does not happen. And you know why it doesn't happen? Because the veterinarian community figured out how to cut diseases, the genesis of disease, off at the knees, and they did it with medical nutrition. There's a condition in veterinarian medicine known as white muscle disease, and it affects lambs, I believe, lambs. Also affects calves, I believe. These animals, their muscles are so painful that they can't even stand up. It's too much pain. So what do the veterinarians do? They drive out to the farm and they inject the animal with selenium, sodium selenite to be exact, and guess what? It goes away. So my advice to you, if you're suffering with fibromyalgia, fire your medical doctor, because the therapeutics that they're going to offer you are expensive, dangerous, don't get to the root cause of the illness. Number one, number two, number three. And wouldn't it be better to attempt to cure the condition? Wouldn't that be a better course of action? I think that it would be. So what do? We provide the body with all 90 essential nutrients that it needs, and then we give extra selenium. We stop eating foods that are pro-inflammatory, and bada bing, bada boom, we get leverage on your condition. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, it's about time that we all stopped giving the conventional medical doctors, number one, the benefit of the doubt, and number two, our respect, because they are engaged in this industry which does not know how to cure disease. And they are so money hungry that they are complacent and compliant with the culture of big pharma money. Direct-to-consumer advertising should be outlawed, should not be legal, but it's gigantic money. And on planet Earth in 2017, it's all about the bucks, baby, apparently. I'd like to know, where is professional integrity? Where is good, new-fashioned common sense? I'll tell you, it's right here in this office. It's right here at Glidden Naturopathic. If you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, if you're sick and tired of paying through the nose for medical insurance premiums every month and getting sick while you're doing it, well, guess what? It's time to bail out of that plane. It's time to jump off of that ship. It's time to sail into the undiscovered country of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. And I am proud, honored, privileged, and happy to be your guide. Check my website out, glidden.healthcare. Check my online self-help health recovery subscription service to give you the tools you can use to get your body into the game of healing. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks for tuning in and turning on. I'll see you next time.